so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission.
It's the National.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Packers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They go play action here on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 6 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time,
touchdown, Carolina! That, folks, is a 94-yard punt return. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense. Field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A good pickup there, a 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders... It is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they get the guard, John Runyon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 7th play, this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And some room to work. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. After one, 7-3 to score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. 2nd and 3. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Hubbard is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll drop that down to Hubbard, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they're coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. Touchdown! Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Completes it again to Gage. Russell Gage, and it's a Packers touchdown. Russell Gage, his 2nd. on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-17. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
18
They'll try and throw for it here. He finds his man Johnson. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And some room to maneuver. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 5 yards remain on second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find DeGuara complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
This is an infraction. Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, they got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their head.
A little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now here's a throw that's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He's got the hook up. It's Chenault on the crossing route.
We have played 3 quarters. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, second and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Caught on the slant. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Here we go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 11. 1:50 to play.
They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Able to find Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rodgers now on first down. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and his throw is going to be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And again, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 116 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter.